Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Fox, a Cessna flight training device that I built at home. I hope you're all safe and well, wherever you may be around the world. Hey Drippy, hello my friend, welcome on in. Atmos Ken, welcome on in. Thank you for the follow, greatly appreciate it. My name's Michael, I'm going to be your pilot this evening. And before we get started, do want to give out a couple thank yous. Some new offline follows came in recently from Cable the Trumpeter and Things Nat Says, Bill Thrillamy, all came in with offline follows over the last few days, so thank you for that. We are joining the Virtual USA Flying Club for their 4th anniversary flight. We are on the ground at Sky Acres utilizing X-Plane 12. I was fortunate enough to be able to develop this airport for use in X-Plane 12 for the event this evening. So I want to thank the Virtual USA Flying Club for giving me that opportunity to do so. Their briefing begins here in about 4 minutes, but what essentially what we'll be doing is we'll be kind of in a Congo line, flying from Sky Acres down to Bayport over the Hudson SFRA, through the Hudson SFRA, utilizing services provided by ATC on the VATSIM network. So I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out. And I apologize that we hadn't been streaming recently this week. Been kind of busy getting Felicity's new hangar area set up, so that kind of cuts in from some of our flying time throughout the week. But just about finished, hopefully. Then I'll get her moved to her new location, and then we will resume our regularly unscheduled flying. So, what time is it? It is 6:57 Eastern. It is, what is that? 22:57 Zulu. About 3 minutes. So let's jump over to the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord and join in their Discord briefing and kind of get a synopsis of everything that's going to happen tonight. So give me just a second while I switch over to the Discord. Let's go here, and let's go here. Okay. Okay, there it is. There it is. Hopefully everyone can see.
My bad. Hey, if you're gonna be wrong, be confidently wrong, right?
Hey, there you go.
I thought it was the Aliens movie.
I knew it took place on an aircraft carrier. I got that right.
I think I'll be comfortably on the ground at Bayport before we finish all the departures tonight out of Sky Acres.
I think that's happened before with this flight, so I almost guarantee it.
Alright, so their briefing is going to be starting here momentarily.
How many we got? 43 in the Discord? Yeah, we're going to be pushing pretty close to a record of 49. 6 more people sneak in here soon.
Yeah, Phil's just lurking.
I should probably get in line looking at the line of aircraft lined up.
One minute.
1 minute.
Banshee's just doing its own thing. I can't brake or turn or do anything.
We do like to be punctual with our briefings.
Gotta make sure the software that runs in the background is running and all that.
I am just lurking, but if I will be the record breaker, I'll happily slide in and fly.
You can fly, dude. You got the skills. Just fly.
This is my Arkansas soda cooler.
Oh, I was going to try.
Bird's Adventure Center.
Phil, there's going to be 40 examples of what to say before you get off. You're going to be fine.
guys show 7 o'clock on the East Coast. If everybody could just listen up real quick and bear with me, we'll try and get this briefing done as quickly as possible. Thank you all for coming in today for the Virtuous Safe Flying Club 4-year anniversary. It's pretty impressive that we come this far and gotten through 4 years. So I really appreciate all you guys being here for tonight's flight. We're going to get right into it if you want to look. I should be streaming to the Discord, I believe, the Sky Vector route that we're doing tonight. So we're all going to be lining up here, runway 35 at Sky Acres. We're going to take off, do a left downwind departure. Make sure you avoid the Dutchess County class Delta on that left downwind departure, so don't make it too wide. You head south towards Stormville, which is November 6-9, which does not exist anymore. They turned it into a flea market, which is such a shame. From there, you're going to turn towards the Hudson. Now, you have a couple of higher parts of the mountains there at 1745 and 1503. There's a little valley between them. If you want to shoot that valley, you should be good to go. But either way, if you're at 2,000 feet, fine. Join up on the Hudson. If you want to join up closer to West Point, that's fine. Just avoid the restricted area. We're going to consider it hot for tonight's event. Down the Hudson River, pretty much... once you finish your left downwind departure, you're going to pick up flight following with New York Approach on 132.75. So everyone's going to pick up the flight following tonight with New York Approach. It's going to sound something like this. New York Approach, Comanche 124 Mike Charlie. He'll respond, and then you'll say, New York Approach, Comanche 124 Mike Charlie, just out of Sky Acres at 1,500 feet, climbing to 2,000 feet VFR. Like to head southbound along the Hudson River, flight following to Bayport 23 November via the Skyline route. So you're going to give all that information right from the gun. He'll give you a squawk code. He'll give you radar contact. He'll tell you to proceed on course. We'll fly down the Hudson. He'll eventually hand us off to New York Approach on 120.8. That's going to be the controller that's going to give us the Class Bravo clearance and whatever altitude he wants us to maintain going on the Skyline route southbound. We'll then fly that altitude southbound. Eventually he's going to hand us off to LaGuardia Tower. And then LaGuardia is eventually going to hand us off to Newark Tower. Getting closer to the Verrazano, we'll eventually get handed off to Kennedy Tower, at which point the Kennedy Tower controller will likely clear us to descend below 500 feet for the south shoreline of Kennedy, eastbound. Again, on the water side of the land, so you do not want to be over land because then you're going to be busting the Bravo, so you're going to want to be at or below 500. South shoreline going eastbound. Once we get to Jones Beach, we'll ask for the frequency change. So once we get to Jones Beach, we will punch out. We'll no longer need flight following. You can fly over the outer shoreline or over the bay. Just be careful of the Republic Class Delta airspace to make sure you don't bust that. And I'm only going to plan on climbing up to about 1,000 feet, so that way I stay below the shelf, the outer shelf of the ISIL Class Charlie. And then, of course, once you get to Bayport, you need to be below 700 feet. And we are using 3-6 at Bayport tonight, so there's only one call, really, that you need to make going in, and that is the shoreline for 3-6. And then once you land and roll out, clear of the runway at Bayport. Very, very easy flight tonight. There's really actually nothing that complicated about it, especially since we're doing with ATC, doing the Skyline route. It should be pretty straightforward in terms of the flight tonight. The weather is good, so we shouldn't have any issues with that. In terms of each departure, we're going to do 2 minutes of separation, self-timed, between each departure. So that means when I go wheels up off of runway 35, the next person in line should line up onto runway 35 and start a timer for 2 minutes. Once that 2 minutes expires, they can start their roll. Once they are wheels up, the next person will line up and start a timer for 2 minutes, and so on, all the way down the line. If you're flying a faster aircraft, just remember that the maximum cruise speed for the entire length of the flight is 140 knots. It's got nothing to do with the Skyline route. It's a restriction specifically imposed by me so that we don't bunch up or have people passing each other. We want to stay in a line from start to finish. So 140 knots maximum for the flight tonight. If you're in a faster aircraft, you definitely want to be towards the front of the line. If you're in a slower aircraft, try and lag a little bit towards the back of the line. If you know you're going to be slower, please be patient. There's a lot of us. We're looking at probably like an hour and a half to 2 hours just to get everyone off the ground at Sky Acres. And then another hour, of course, on the flight over to Bayport through the Skyline route. So this is a long event. I don't have reserve until 4 p.m. tomorrow, which is great. So I can stay up late, make sure everyone gets into Bayport, and then once the last aircraft in line lands at Bayport, we'll consider the event closed. Make sure you put your information into the attendance channel. That's the 4-year anniversary channel on the Discord. That way, I can get you into the running for the prizes, and I will draw the winners tonight. The 7 prizes that we're giving away tonight are 2 winners are going to win Payware Sim Aircraft up to $50 of their choice, courtesy of me. So those 2 winners will be messaging me directly. 2 winners will get a $50 gift card courtesy of Jeffrey Becker's. They will be messaging Jeffrey directly. 2 winners will get a $25 Amazon gift card courtesy of Slain Alpha Adventures. You'll be messaging Rob Sherman Jr. directly. And 1 winner will be getting an Eric Flight mug or t-shirt from Eric Flight, so you'll be messaging him directly. So depending on which prize you win, you'll be messaging a different person in the Discord. But we'll get that all sorted out once the event ends and everyone's down and everyone's got themselves in on the contest. Everyone should hopefully have watched the Bayport instructional video on how to get in and out. Again, we're using 3-6 at Bayport. Runway 3-6 is the one you want tonight. And the new wrinkle is that we've gotten approval from VATUSA to use a real-world CTAF. So even though, of course, Sky Acres happens to be 122.8, so everyone should be on 22.8 at Sky Acres for the departure tonight, we will be on 122.7 for Bayport this evening. The real-world Bayport CTAF, 122.7 tonight. Again, please file a VFR flight plan from 4-4 November to 2-3 November. For the route, you don't have to put anything, or if it requires you to, you just put Skyline. Put Virtual USA Flying Club in the remarks so people can see us and be like, hey, that looks cool, and get more people to join the flying club. Does anybody have any questions?
Is mayonnaise an instrument?
Alright, let's not go down that path. Does anybody have any actual questions about the route, about ATC, about filing the flight plan, about the prizes, about what you need to do after you land in terms of putting it in the Discord? Does anybody have any questions at all?
You don't happen to have a list of the cons we're going to use all the way down, do you?
So the first one in that you're going to talk to is 132.75. That's New York approach. Once you pick up the flight following initially after you do downward departure out of Sky Acres, and then you're just going to get handed off with the frequencies thereafter. So it should be 132.75 to 120.8 to 118.7 to 118.3 to 119.1 to 122.7 after you punch out with Kennedy going into Bayport. That should be the order of the frequencies, but they're going to tell you exactly which one to go to and when the time comes. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
They'll tell the person in front of you and listen to them to get it set up.
Say again?
They'll tell the people in front of you where they're going.
Right.
So you can prime it beforehand.
Right.
True.
Alright, again, 2 minutes between each departure, please. Let's keep it nice and spaced. I know there's a lot of us, the guys that are going to be towards the back end in the slower aircraft, I appreciate your patience. You guys know how we operate as a club. Any last questions before I get this line going?
No questions, but can I just recommend one reminder?
Yes.
That at Bayport, the next aircraft should not cross the shoreline inbound until the previous aircraft has called clear the runway. Is that not the case?
We'll do the best we can with that. I think it might get bunched up as we get towards the middle of the pack. But yeah, if you're out there and you can see that you have enough space for the aircraft to get off, I'm not going to be too picky about that tonight as long as everyone's got enough space. But you got to make sure you hear them call the shoreline. And again, make sure once you clear the runway that you clear the runway as quickly as possible and make that call. And yeah, if it's possible, if it's not getting too bunched up in the Great South Bay, if you could wait for them to call clear of the runway before you make your shoreline call and move inbound, that'd be great. I mean, if it starts to really get bunched up out in the bay, then we'll just make sure we don't hit each other. That's going to be the rule for the night. Does that sound good?
Yeah, I always thought it was downwind on 18 or the final for...
Oh, that's what it was. That's what it was. You know, I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah, it was downwind on 18
or
before the
final
yeah,
for
we're not.
36.
Yeah. Gotcha. You're right.
Does anybody else have any other questions?
I suppose we could wind up getting circling around out there in the Bayport.
If we need to, out in the bay, yeah. Alright, I'm gonna get this party started on 122.8 out of Sky Acres. Let's get this show on the road.
Alright. Let's close this out for now. We're done with that. So, while KW for life, hello my friend, welcome. While they were going, we were listening to the briefing, I went ahead and plugged in the route here in ForeFlight. It's not entirely accurate as the SkyVector route per se, but it's the same route. So this is what we're gonna brief. 129 nautical miles. Let's just go ahead and let's see, altitude. You figure we're gonna say 1,500 feet. Gonna be VFR, obviously. We'll say mostly easterly. So 1,500 feet easterly. Let's go ahead and we've got our route. Let's send this over to a flight. And then we'll do a quick briefing, weather briefing of the actual flight. Make sure our time of departure is correct, and it is. Let's click on briefing here. We're going to skip over a lot of these NOTAMs. A lot of these NOTAMs aren't going to apply to us on VATSIM today. And due to the area, there's a good chance there could be a lot of NOTAMs. TFRs, looks like there's a baseball game going on at Citi Field. Inactive during passing time, so not really going to affect us there. 13 to August 14. Alright. So the TFR in effect, but it's not really going to apply to our route. Convective sigmets. I'll skip right over that. Turbulence. High turbulence. We're not going to be nowhere near that high. May have been a high pressure system that moved through the area relatively recently there. VFR. This is what I'm concerned with right now. VFR. VFR. Looks like we're going to have excellent weather throughout the flight. What I'm looking for and skimming for is anything that says overcast or broken. Something that would provide a ceiling. Broken layer at 9,000. That's way up there. Fuse scattered. I think we'll be just fine. Cloud coverage. Visibility, surface winds, and precipitation. This could be important stuff. But unfortunately, it's kind of... the area we're flying in is kind of... barely there in the corner. Looks like winds are kind of coming out of the east, though. Terminal area forecast. This is stuff that could happen while we're flying or along the duration of our flight. So this is kind of important information that we need to go over real quick. And as we go down here on the left, the timeline is kind of where it's at in relationship to our flight, our time of flight. But if we're looking through here, I can see that everything. There's one marginal VFR becoming marginal. That's tomorrow, so that's not going to affect us there. Looks like we're going to be VFR the entire way. Wind chart has kind of wind direction and temperature. So looks like winds are, what is that, out of the west, northwest, 10 to 15, and then there's 20. Vertical cross-section chart kind of gives an overview of our altitude and relationship to the terrain around. We filed 1,500 feet. There must be something around the area not long after departure that's higher than 1,500 feet. And 2,100 feet. So there could be some terrain in that area there. But we're going to be left of the airport or west of it. So I'm not too concerned about that little bit of green above that blue line there. What's next? Winds aloft 1,500 feet. Winds out of the west 300, 310. Yeah, primarily out of the west, anywhere between 17 and 23, 24, 25 knots. Could be fun. Departure NOTAMs, destination NOTAMs. We're going to kind of skip through a lot of these NOTAMs, as I was saying. Hope everyone's had a good weekend. Okay. Navigation NOTAMs, en route communication NOTAMs. Okay, let's do it like this. Airspace NOTAMs, special use airspace NOTAMs, en route runway, taxiway, apron, AD, FDC NOTAMs, a lot of NOTAMs, en route other NOTAMs, AirTCC NOTAMs. This would be good information to brief if we're grabbing flight following. There's a lot there. Okay. Weather-wise, we're going to be good. I'm going to give it a go. There's going to be a lot of departures, so I'm not too worried about getting to the aircraft. As you know, I wasn't too concerned about getting to the plane right away. But I think we did enough pre-flight and got enough information. Actually, let's look at the actual briefing document, and I'm gonna do that through Discord. Go to events. Let's talk about the arrival into Bayport. Bayport does require a special arrival. It's kind of outlined here. So we're going to come up over the shoreline, follow the railroad, and then make a left into final approach for runway 36 at Bayport. There's actually a really neat video on YouTube, and we probably even got time to watch it. Yeah, it's about 8 minutes long, if I remember correctly. So let's go ahead and watch the Bayport approach and arrival video. And where did it go? Here. There it is. Maybe this will work. No, that won't work. Okay, let's do it like this. About 9 minutes long. Alright. Yeah, we got plenty of time to watch it. So let me switch this over to here. And do that. And then we'll do this.
The purpose of this video is to acquaint pilots who are unfamiliar with the Bayport Aerodrome to the procedures in approaching and departing the aerodrome safely and without conflict with the Islip Class C airspace. The common traffic advisory frequency at the Bayport Aerodrome is 122.70. New York approach is 118.00 or 120.05, depending on which section you're approaching from. Here in this part of the video, we are departing on runway 36. We have a displaced threshold on runway 36, but you can use the entire runway for your departure. After we take off on 36, there is a commercial development just to the north of the airport. We fly over that. And then there's a housing development with 15 brand new luxury homes. If you can make a turn before you go over the houses, that's fine. If you can't, practice safe flying. Make your left turn to your crosswind leg, and then another left turn flying over the lakes, which you see here in the video. These are called the Sans Souci Lakes.
Sans Souci
Do not
Lakes.
go above 700 feet. This is basically your downwind leg. We do not have closed traffic at the Bayport Aerodrome. Anytime you take off from the runway, you must fly your airplane all the way out to the Great South Bay, then turn around and come in, execute the proper approach procedure for the runway. We have a lot of traffic at the airport that does not use radios. We have many antique airplanes there that do not have radios, and we have students that take flying lessons. Please just remember that. But you can come to the Bayport Aerodrome without a radio. All you have to do is approach below 700 feet, and we have a keyhole cut out for us, and it's not a problem. Islip MacArthur Airport, which is located just north of our airport, is our controlling facility. You can call Islip, or if you call flight service, you can tell them that you want to know about NOTAMs for the Bayport Aerodrome. They'll be on the Islip NOTAMs. As you get down towards the Great South Bay, you can stay to the right. The river turns a little bit to the left right there, and you can stay to the right and stay away from the marina. This gives incoming aircraft some extra room. But when you approach to land on runway 18, you'll come straight up the river between the jets. And you can call 122.7 and advise Bayport traffic over the shoreline for 18 Bayport. Or Bayport traffic, Cessna over the shoreline for 36 Bayport. That's all you have to say. If you look here, you'll see this big white house. You will fly directly over that house. It's below 700 feet, parallel the streets below, and fly all the way up to the school. Notice the school on the right-hand side, lower right-hand side of the screen. That's the Bayport High School. And we are going to fly up below the west end of that high school property. And when you look down, you'll see the Long Island Railroad tracks. You will make a right turn, and now you're on base, making a right turn. onto base. So we have a left base to runway 36. A right turn onto a left base for runway 36. It's a very short base to final, and we make a left turn to final, and there's our two runways. One runway will be closed, and the other runway will be used. They're generally marked with an X, whichever is closed, and the open one is the one with the white threshold markings. And
Okay, that's what I wanted to play real quick. Was just that special approach procedure for runway 36, and there was a white building, white church there along the coastline. We fly directly over, and then we fly just west of the high school there, and then that'll put us over the railroad tracks to make the right hand turn for the left base, runway 36. So with all of that information, let's head on to the plane. We're going to go ahead and fill up both wings. We'll take off on full tanks. There's no reason not to. It's going to be you and I on board with our flight bags. So weight and balance will be about 20 pounds in the rear. Nothing in the baggage compartment. Alright, let's head to the plane, fill up, do our walk around, get started up, and see how the departures are going. We'll see you over there in just a moment. Alright, Hello everyone and welcome aboard Felicity November 8033 Fox. My name is Michael. I will be your pilot this evening. We are on the ground here at Sky Acres, going to join the Virtual USA Flying Club. So let me go ahead and connect to VATSIM now so we can start getting this traffic populated in here. Alright, there's quite a few aircraft here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pause, hit the map button, and I'm gonna slew myself away from these other aircraft. There are several here. Okay, let's go. Let's go across the way. Alright, I can work with that. Out of everybody's way. Okay. Yeah, there's still quite a few planes on the ground here. Weight balance and fuel. Let's go ahead and get that stuff set. We are using X-Plane 12.06 Beta 4. This is the first time I'm actually able to use it. The first, immersive LCD, which is what I use to warp the displays in providing that better illusion of one solid, image. Something wasn't compatible between it and 12.06, but Laminar Research and FlyAlease, they figured out what the problem was and got it rectified relatively quickly. But this is my first opportunity to actually try out 12.06, and we're using the latest version of Active Sky as well. You and I on board. Baggage in the rear, nothing in the baggage compartment. Total takeoff weight of 1,998 pounds, just under 2,000. So we are barely in the utility category for our 1965 Cessna 172 Foxtrot. Let's apply those weight and balance changes. Okay. WestJet, hello my friend. Hope you are doing well. Where are we at here? Are we legal apply? Airworthiness certificate is here. Registration is here. Operator's manual is behind me, as well as our weight and balance. We don't need a radio operator's license. We're not flying in Canada. Okay, fuel. Alright, let's get our lights on, flaps down, do our walk around. Strobe. Okay, flaps. Baggage door secure.
rudder cable's tight on the left. Elevator. Rudder are free and correct. Beacon is working and our anti-collision light is on. Our right rudder cable is nice and tight. VOR antennas are in place. Our right flap hyme joint is tight. Our flap is tight. Aileron hinges and pins are all intact and in place. We have a strobe on the right with a green. Right main looks good. Front main looks good. Strut and exhaust are secure. Strut looks good. Get my whole hand on there. Prop and spinner look good. Running my finger along the cylinder heads, they all sound good. Nothing to indicate possible cracked cylinder. Our static source is free and clear. Our pitot tube is warm to the touch. Let's go ahead and get our pitot heat off. Stall horn is working. Taxi and landing lights are both working. Let's go ahead and get those off for now. We have a strobe on the left with a red. Let's go ahead and get our strobe and nav lights off. Our right flap, or left flap is tight and secure. And our left main looks good. Since we just got fuel, our right fuel cap is installed and streamlined along with our left fuel cap. Our exterior walk around looks good. Let's get our master back off. Okay, so yeah, exterior summary checklist is complete. Initial checklist is complete. That's good. Which moves us right along to our interior checklist. I'm going to go over a quick safety briefing. Your seat belts for your seat here operate very similar to the seat belts you might find in an automobile. You have a male portion of a buckle, and it'll snap right down into that female portion. And when you hear the firm click, you know it's secure. And to release it, just press the orange button, and it'll release your seatbelt from the latch. There are two air vents in the top left and in the top right of the airplane. Feel free to rotate them up or down. Push them in to shut the airflow off if you need be. Works on a ram air style system, so there really is no off per se, but you can push them in. I will recommend you don't have them aimed directly at your face. Air rushing past the microphone can interfere with the intercom. Makes it kind of hard to understand sometimes. In the unfortunate event that we do have a fire aboard the plane, there is a fire extinguisher. It is mounted in the console directly behind us. Just reach your arm back, grab it by the hang, and unclip it directly. It's a Type BC fire extinguisher, so it's enough to handle anything that we might run into here on the plane. And the way this extinguisher works, just go ahead and pull the pin, aim at the base of the fire, squeeze the handle, and sweep back and forth from side to side. And again, that is located directly behind you, and it snaps into the center console. You exit the airplane the same way you got in. There's a door on your right and a door on the left here. Two ways in and out of the plane. The way this door works, you just push the door open to get out, and once you're in, you can pull the door closed. There's no special latching mechanism on these doors. Okay, feel free to talk while we are out and about and flying. There may be a time, however, especially if I'm talking to ATC, where I need you to refrain from talking, and if that is the case, I'll just hold up one finger like this, just to kind of indicate I need you just to refrain from speaking momentarily, and of course, I'll let you know when it's okay to go ahead and talk again. Speaking of talking, I do love hearing about other airplanes in the sky, so if you do happen to see one, please feel free to go ahead and tell me about it and say, hey, I see an airplane off the front, or hey, I see an airplane off to the left. And then, of course, you prefer the o'clock nomenclature. Here we have 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 9 o'clock. But again, I do love hearing about other airplanes, so feel free to go ahead and tell me about any traffic that you may happen to see when we're flying this evening. Do you have any questions about any of the safety information that we've gone over? Tech time is 59.1, and circuit breaker is all in, and alternate static air is in. That completes our interior checklist. Let's move right along to our startup checklist. Seat track, let me get scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls. Okay, that feels good there. Okay, brakes. Okay. Avionics are off, autopilot's off, carpet is off, mixture needs to go full rich. When did we fly in here? Was it Monday night? I think it might have been Monday night. So it's been almost a week. Let's go ahead and give it 4 shots of primer. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And primer is in and locked. Okay. And slight on the throttle, brakes are on. Clear prop. That's clear in the left and clear in the right. Clear at front, I suppose. Nobody behind us. Okay, brakes on. Master's going on. Beacon is still on. Mags are gonna go to start, and right away I'm looking for oil pressure and RPM. Alright, we do have oil pressure. It is in the green there, and RPM is up there as well. Let's go ahead and get our taxi light on so we can be seen while we're sitting here. Since we're on the ground, I'm going to lean us out just a little bit. And that completes our startup checklist. Let's go ahead and file our VFR flight plan on the VATSIM network. So hopefully everything works well for this flight today. I really hope it does. Again, we're in this is our first time in 12.06 beta 4. And any of the betas for 12.06 is our first flight with 12.06 period. And we're on the latest version of Active Sky, so both of which are untested on my end. But so far so good. Performance looks good. We're holding steady at my set 30 frames per second. Call sign November 8033 Foxtrot. Flight rules VFR aircraft. We're at type 172. Lightweight category equipment. We do have GPS, slant golf on board. Departure is 4 November. Off block time, gosh, that's gonna be hard to say. We'll just say 0010. I don't know how long it's gonna take us to actually get out. There's still quite a bit of planes. Altitude, I'm gonna fly 1500. Airspeed, we're probably gonna fly 115, maybe 120 miles per hour. So that's about 100 knots. Arrival 23 November. Alternate. I'm not doing an alternate en route time. Think poor flight factor that to be about an hour or so. Give it a little bit of cushion. We'll say an hour and 10. Fuel endurance, we have 5.5 on board. So that will be for skyline. Okay. Remarks. Put the channel name, and then let's see. Join Virtual USA Flying Club Discord. Alright, I think we're good here. Call sign is correct. PFR correct. Aircraft is correct. Weight category correct. Equipment's good. Departure looks good. Arrival looks good. Okay. Where are we at? We completed our start checklist when we filed our flight plan. Okay, so we are on our pre-taxi checklist. Seat belts. Let me get mine on here. Flaps are gonna go up. Avionics on. G5's coming alive.
Good traffic, Diamond 4538, port is lining up 35, Sky Acres.
What can we grab for weather here? Let's get COM 1 off. See if we can pick up the closest METAR.
Kilo Papa Oscar Uniform Airport Information Golf 2253 Zulu weather wind 303 at 6 visibility 10 sky condition ceiling 5000 broken temperature 28 dew point 17 altimeter 2988 advise on initial contact you have information Golf. Kilo Papa Oscar Uniform Airport Information Golf 2253 Zulu weather wind 303 at 6 visibility 10 sky condition ceiling 5000 broken temperature 28 dew point 17 altimeter 2988 advise on initial contact you have information Golf.
The only difference I see is in the clouds.
Kilo Papa Oscar Uniform Airport Information Golf 2253 Zulu weather wind 303 at 6 visibility 10 sky condition ceiling 5000 broken temperature 28 dew point 17 altimeter 2988 advise on initial contact you have information Golf.
Wondering where this overcast layer is coming from. That's alright. Pretty sure active sky is on live weather mode. Let me see, how can I check that from here? I forget how to access the... if I can remember. it's not in there anymore. Alright, I'm gonna step out of the plane and confirm that Active Sky is currently running on live weather mode and not on some historical weather mode, just to ensure that we have accurate weather as we discussed in our pre-flight. Our parking brake is on. I am leaning us out. I'm gonna leave the plane running. You've got the controls, your plane. Okay, you've got controls. Alright, well, live weather mode is active. It's using some sort of depiction of the general area, so it's probably an overcast layer somewhere, or a broken layer somewhere close by. Alright, thank you for holding the plane for me. My controls. Okay, my controls. Alright. How we doing here? Oil temperature's up, oil pressure's up, avionics. We got our weather. Let's go ahead and write it down. We listened to it, we didn't actually write it down.
Kilo, Papa, Oscar, Uniform, Airport Information, Hotel, 2253, Zulu, Weather, Wind, 303 at 6, Visibility, 10, Sky Condition, Ceiling, 5,000, Broken, Temperature, 2.17, Altimeter, 2988, Advise on initial contact, you have information, Hotel.
Hotel, 988. Is
Kilo.
altimeter. Puts us right around 775 feet or so. How does that correlate? 697. $697. That's our altimeter 2989er, and we wrote down 2988. Okay, I must have dialed it in wrong. 2988. That looks better. Okay. Altimeter, weather, transponder, let's get that on. Charlie. ADSB is tied into our nav lights, let's get those on. Radio, test momentarily, taxi lights are good. Brakes will test on the roll, attitude, and turn coordinator will test momentarily. Let's set our heading indicator to compass. Looks like right around 24255. And everyone is taking runway 35. Alright, well, I'd say that's about towards the end where we're at. So we can probably go ahead and start lining up. We've got full fuel. Let's write our frequencies down. Alright, looks like 132.75. See if this works. 126.75. This is the VATSIM ATIS for that airport we listened to.
Kilo Papa Oscar Uniform Airport.
126. Alright, so I may be too far because we're on the ground here. Anyway, we are here, and this delta here has an ATIS outline right now, and I tried to pull it, but we may be a bit too far, considering we're on the ground. Heading indicated a compass check, okay. Since I know there's gonna be a line, let's go ahead and probably just knock out, run up right here. No, nobody behind me, okay. Brakes are on, fuel is on both, trim is set for takeoff. Flight controls down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator, rudder, turret responsive. Okay, instruments, good there. Make sure it's gonna go in for best power. Primers in and locked. And here we go, 1600. Left mag, there's a drop. Back to both. Gonna fix that short in my avionics. Right mag, back, there's a drop. And then carpet, there's a drop. Carpet all. Okay, suction's in the green, oil pressure looks good, oil temperature looks good. Got good fuel flow, manifold pressure looks good. Let's go ahead and idle back. I want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening as we join the Virtual USA Flying Club for their 4th anniversary event flight, departing out of Sky Acres, following the Hudson SFRA, southbound, into the Virtual USA Flying Club's home, Bayport, 2-3 November. So are we ready? Yeah, parking brake on. the first time I've actually flown out of this airport. I flew into it the other day, but this will be my first departure out of it. I designed it, make sure it looked alright, make sure it works, but this will be my first actual departure.
Approaching runway 1735.
We are going to be departing downhill. This runway does slope quite a bit.
Skyacres Traffic Warrior 43721 left downwind. Runway 35 departing the area to the south. Skyacres.
Skyacres Traffic Comanche, November 6542 Victor, lining up runway 35. Skyacres.
Hey, still on the runway here.
We got that quarterling tailwind, so we gotta make sure that we dive away from it.
Skyacres Traffic, Comanche, November 8 Whiskey Golf, taking off runway 35 for left downwind departure to the southwest. Skyacres Traffic.
Traffic, Sport Victor now online. Runway 35 Skyacres.
One, two behind me. Two minutes between departures. We're gonna be holding for a minute, everyone. I apologize. I knew this was gonna be a big event. I do enjoy the fact that virtual aviation gas is free. We may have to modify our VFR flight plan to make that 4.5 hours of fuel as opposed to our 5.5 hours. But I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening.
And Skyacres Traffic, Comanche, November 8 Whiskey Golf, on the left downwind departing the area, final call. Skyacres Traffic.
Whoa. There's a plane that's kind of hanging out in between the taxiway and the runway, right here in this grassy area.
Skyacres Traffic, November 6542 Victor, departing runway 35 left downwind departure. Skyacres.
Skyacres traffic, Viper November 771 Charlie Tango, taxiing runway 35, Skyacres. Skyacres traffic, Piper November 114 Whiskey Papa, lining up, runway 35, will be departing in 2 minutes. Skyacres.
Well, let's get our clock set. M. Hello.
Skyacres traffic, Arrow 114 Whiskey Papa, departing runway 35, left downwind departure to the south, Skyacres.
Wait as long as you could. Holy, what was that? Wow. Wait as long as you could, but somehow have a twin engine behind you, huh? And these things happen sometimes, I suppose. I have no idea who's behind me or who's in front of me.
Skyacres traffic, Comanche November 608 Papa, landing up runway 35, Skyacres.
I just waited about 30 minutes before I started things off. I figured that was ample time to get some quick planes out. And so far, so good with 12.06. Really impressed. Our FPS hasn't budged at all. One thing I have found out is that live weather with the X-Plane does kind of suck some of the FPS away. So when I use X-Plane's live weather, it's utilizing those extra resources. Whereas Active Sky, it seems to just inject them into the custom weather.
Skyacres traffic, November 817 Lima Tango, taxiing out to runway 35, Skyacres.
Doesn't seem to affect it as much. Doing this event in must bus, but won't make a habit of it. Well, for VFR, especially down the Hudson, I don't blame you there.
Skyacres traffic, 114 Whiskey Papa, departing the pattern to the south, last call, Skyacres. Skyacres traffic, Comanche November 6 United Papa, departing runway 35, left downwind, departure to the south, Skyacres.
Hello, American 1997 is checking in. Route of 27, descending via the Hollywood 1 with Juliet.
Yeah, 196 Zulu, you mind if I get in front of you? I was just waiting for this guy to pull up and get into the taxiway. traffic, Comanche 734, Papa's holding short, runway 35, holding airport at 2000.
We're clear for the ILS 24 right approach.
Affirmative, 24 right, American. Maintain VFR, proceed on course.
24 right, thank you. Clear for approach.
Maintain VFR, proceed on course, November 8 Whiskey Golf.
Alright, I think I have...
Delta 283 Heavy, maintain speed 250 and cutting approach 128.5, good day.
250 knots, 28.5, good night, Delta 283.
I really wish I had an option to open this window.
November 8 Whiskey Golf, contact New York approach 120.8. 120.8, November 16, area Papa 2000, left downwind departing area south, Sky Acres, west call. 6542 Victory 2, New York approach 120.8, have a good one.
128 for Port Victor, thanks a lot.
Sky Acres traffic, Comanche 7348, Papa is taking off runway 35, left downwind departure to the south, Sky Acres traffic.
Blue 1523, cutting approach 124.9.
124.
Alright. I'll do it. So we're monitoring New York approach.
Sky Acres,
on COM 2.
November 47 Whiskey Tango landing up runway 35.
As well as we're on Unicom as well.
American 1997, reduce speed 250.
American 1997, phone to 250.
Sky Acres traffic, Comanche 8, correction, Comanche 48, Papa's turning left crosswind 35, Sky Acres.
Hey, good evening, American 306, descending 270 on the Angel 4, and we have Juliet.
American 306, cleared ILS runway 25 left approach.
Yes, 25 left, American 306.
Sky Acres traffic, Comanche 48, Papa, left downwind runway 35, leaving the area out to the south, Sky Acres traffic. New York approach, Comanche, November 16, area Papa is 4 miles from Kingston, BOR, south of Kingston, BOR 2000. Southbound, and I'd like to pick up flight following to Bayport along the Skyline South. Sky Acres, I'm all in November 47 Whiskey Tango, taking off runway 35. Papa, New York approach, squawk 0335, altimeter 2988. Squawking 0335, 2988, Papa, yep.
Fix our heading indicator to compass.
6298 Papa's radar contact 5 miles south of the Kingston VOR. Altitude checks. You can maintain VFR. Proceed on course. 134 Quebec. VFR 2 full Sky Acres traffic. Sky Acres, I'm all Whitman 47 Whiskey Tango, turning left downwind.
Looks like we had a little bit of a weather change come in. Hey, there's our clear skies. Guess it took active sky a while to catch up, huh?
Skyhawkers traffic, Comanche 8134 Quebec, departing runway 35, left crosswind departure to the south, Skyhawkers. Skyhawkers traffic, Comanche 4430 Echo, lining up, runway 35, Skyhawkers traffic.
Aircraft calling New York approach, sounds like your transmission got truncated there, repeat.
New York approach, Mall, November 47 Whiskey Tango, VFR request.
Mall 47 Whiskey Tango, New York approach, squawk 0304, go with your VFR request.
Doesn't look like the Bayport Aerodrome Society website's working.
Charlie Golf Team, Yankees Crew, can you join in the line on the taxiway 435 to November 23? Skyhawkers, are we using 120.8 for the Guardia for our Roger Force?
Flight Tango, squawk 0304.
Squawk 0304.
Skyhawkers 132.75, 3275.
November 6298 Papa, contacting approach 120.8.
120.8, thanks a lot for 8C988 Papa, see you.
I'm gonna hop into the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord server. I kind of monitor that as well.
November 47 Whiskey Tango's radar contact to 5 miles southeast of the Dutchess County Airport.
There's still 15 on the ground.
2 checks, you can maintain VFR, proceed on course.
I mean, is there more than what I counted in the chat?
Proceed on course.
I think there's a few that joined us late, yeah, that are club members. I think we're gonna be breaking the record tonight.
It seems like it. Seems like we're way over.
I think my count right now, including ATC, is up to 51.
Skyhawkers traffic, Comanche 4436, taking off runway 35 for left
Arrow, November 114 Whiskey Papa is about 15 miles east of the Stewart Airport. 2000, requesting the VFR Skyline route south. November 114 Whiskey Papa, New York approach, squawk 0355. 0355, 114 Whiskey Papa.
You landed?
Skyhawkers traffic, NG5 report up to this, just lining up runway 5 and holding for again, Skyhawkers. Skyhawkers traffic, Comanche 114 Whiskey Papa, radar contact. On the left downwind, departing the area to the south, last call, Skyhawkers.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Comanche 4436, turning
They worked really nice too. Okay, so on departure we're going to make a left downwind.
Acres traffic, Comanche 443, Sierra Echo on left downwind, departing your area. Last call, Sky Acres traffic. Sky Acres traffic, Comanche 4 up to Victor, departing runway 35 on the left downwind, VFR southbound to Sky Acres.
So what do we want to do? 1,400 feet? 1,500 feet? We got 1, 2, 3 departures left.
Sky Acres traffic, Comanche 5 will put up to Victor, clear 35 starting left crosswind. Sky Acres.
Sky Acres traffic. Cessna 206, 423 Charlie Lima is holding short. Runway 35, Sky Acres.
One 132.75. Let's get that on standby. Con 1. That's who we're going to be talking to next. Alright, are we ready to go? Run up is done. That's done. Flaps are up. We'll get our strobes on momentarily. We'll need to get mixture to rich.
Well, I got the doctor killer in without killing myself somehow.
Always a good thing.
Good job.
Yeah, but if you're not a doctor, it doesn't count.
1, 2, 3. 3 departures.
Sky Acre traffic, 423 Charlie Lima will position and hold. Runway 35, Sky Acres.
Alright.
Oh man, my mic is not working.
I hear you fine.
I hear you.
No, I meant, well, I just took off the airport and I tried pressing the button and
contact,
man.
approach 120.8.
It's not working.
120.8, 34 Quebec.
Go into VPilot. Into settings.
443 Sierra,
and
Echo,
audio,
Q1 over
and
to your
make sure
approach
that your
120.8
microphone
blue skies.
device is selected to your headset.
120.8 or 443 Sierra.
And if your microphone is working, you should see when you talk into it, the slider along the bottom move with your voice.
Alright.
Skyacre traffic. 423 Charlie Lima, departing runway 35. A left-hand downwind departure. VFR traffic to the southeast, west, Skyacres.
Alright, I gotta head out. Mike, as always, awesome event. 4 years going.
Thanks for coming in today, Grant.
See you, Grant. Yeah. See you guys.
Later, Grant.
Still approach Comanche 4 out to Victor, 9 miles southeast of Kingston at 3000, looking for flat following down to New York.
Delta Victor, New York approach squawk 0330.
0330, 514 out to Victor.
Skyacre traffic, Cessna 751 Lima forms lining up for runway 35 Skyacre.
514 Delta Victor, your radar contact 15 miles to the southwest, or correction, southeast of the Kingston VOR. You can sail to 2, please.
Network 3000.
514 Delta Victor, roger. You can maintain VFR, proceed on course.
At VFR, course 514 out to Victor.
Alright, so I dialed into Kingston VOR to give us a position report from it when we contact the approach.
OG220 Juliet Golf.
November 220 Juliet Golf, New York approach.
We are a few miles off of Skyacres. We would like to have the skyline route south and JFK south shore.
Taking the shock to you, it's departing on the left downwind Skyacre.
There's my line. Strobe's gonna go on. Quick mag check again. Brakes on. 1600. Mixture rich. Left mag. Right mag. Okay, it looks good there. Alright, that aircraft is departed. Skyacres traffic, Cessna 8033 Foxtrot, lining up 35, Skyacres.
Skyacre traffic 1 Lima forms turning left crosswind.
If there's anyone that would know, it's you. You've been here. Alright, so we're going downhill for this departure. He's on the downwind, I'm gonna go.
Yep.
looks like we have some traffic on following the prescribed pattern.
Sky Acres traffic, November 033 Foxtrot is taking runway 35, left downwind departure, southwest Sky Acres.
Nah, we had a bit of a mix up there. I think 3 of us came in.
Full power, rudder for center.
Skyacres traffic, Husky 81 Hotel uniform winding up 35 Skyacres.
Airspeed's coming
Everything's
alive.
looking over the Great South Bay, waiting to come in.
And
there's a
there
slight
it is.
bunch up just
getting
now,
ready
but it
to
looks
break.
like there's a pretty good gap right now. They're just
And
cleaning up
just
a
let
little
her
bit
fly.
before the next wave.
Positive rate, let's stay over the runway.
Skyacres 751, the uniform's departing to the southbound call, Sky.
I still got 7 or 8 ahead of me.
Sky Acres traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot, departure leg 35 Sky Acres. With my left wing, that looks clear. Let's give it 500 for our crosswind, not our usual 700 AGL because of the traffic. Sky Acres traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, left crosswind 35 Sky Acres.
Gosh dang it, I'm totally botching these calls here.
Skyacres traffic, Husky 81 Hotel uniform taking off 35, left-hand downwind departure to the south Skyacres.
There's 1700. Let's hang out here until we get out of the pattern.
Did anyone else see that?
traffic,
Skycatcher
Skycatcher 129,
didn't make any calls
lining
and
up front.
he landed on a taxiway?
Skyacres.
Last Delta
The one that goes
2.9
right?
There are 2 runways at Bayport, so what may have looked like a taxiway might have been an actual runway.
Maybe. Because he landed left of the runway we're using, so I'm not sure.
Could be a scenery difference.
Terrified me because I was taxiing and I just saw 2 nav lights heading straight towards me and I was going crazy. Oh.
Skyacres traffic, 81 Hotel uniform, left crosswind.
But yeah, I just saw this,
Sky Acres traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is clear the pattern to the southwest Sky Acres.
Far proceed on course.
On course, maintain VFR 1, Lima uniform.
Still holding good, 30 FPS. Hasn't wavered one bit. It's kind of impressive. For my setup anyway.
Wow. Horrible.
You look like you came in a bit fast there.
You made it.
Tires down.
Plane ain't broke.
November 751 Lima uniform traffic at your 2 o'clock, approximately 3 miles at 3,600 and descending is a
is a Piper, a Piper Archer,
Re-4 Quebec, they're calling you.
I'm not hearing him. On New York approach?
Yeah, 120.8.
Oh, they put me over to 118.7, I thought.
Hey, Tommy.
Okay, I'll move over.
What's up, Jeff?
No, it was Rob.
Oh, Rob. What's up, Rob?
I was hoping to get to meet you and you were here.
Yeah, man, me too. Next time for sure.
Okay.
Alright, how we looking? Moving along at 105 miles per hour, about 90 knots or so, 1,700 feet. I should call approach here momentarily.
My head in shame after that landing performance. Y'all have good evening. Mike, that was awesome.
Appreciate you coming out. And make sure you get your information in there. We'll do the drawings once everyone's down.
Yeah, Yep, I gotta get to bed. Everybody have a good evening.
Thanks for coming in.
Call Rob.
Yep, good night.
For the drawings, do you still have to be in the Discord call?
No, you don't need to be in the Discord. Just make sure your information's in the channel once you land, and then if you win, you'll be notified after the fact via private message.
Alright, thank you.
New York approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, VFR request.
November 8033 Foxtrot, New York approach squawk 0323, say your request.
Type 172 slant Golf, 1,700 feet, 5 miles southeast of the Kingston VOR. Advisory is to Bayport via the Hudson Skyline route.
8033 Golf is radar contact 8 miles to the south of the Kingston VOR. You can maintain VFR, proceed on course.
VFR on course, November 8033 Foxtrot.
751 Lima, or actually 220 Juliet Golf, contact New York approach 120.8. November 220 Juliet Golf, New York approach 120.8.
New York Center, hello, Foxtrot Tango, Foxtrot Charlie is over at the Dutchess Airport, requesting IFR to Toronto City Center, please.
Charlie Foxtrot, Tango Foxtrot Charlie, New York approach, here's clearance is on request, standby.
A little bumpy.
New York approach, good evening, Husky 81 Hotel Uniform 2000 VFR request Skyline route.
November 81 Hotel Uniform, New York approach, squawk 0336.
Go ahead, 0336, 81 Hotel Uniform.
Husky 81 Hotel Uniform is radar contact 10 miles to the south of the Kingston VOR, say request.
Request Skyline route VFR.
That's what
81 Hotel Uniform, roger, you maintain VFR and proceed on course.
proceed on course 81 Hotel Uniform.
Better that than a 330.
November 220 Juliet Golf New York approach. Are you on
Well,
a
I mean,
frequency?
it's actually somebody's actually using a Honda Jet at Bayport. It's not just a model using thing.
Oh.
Oh boy, a Honda Jet at Bayport?
A Honda Jet at Bayport? Okay, now I've heard everything.
They're just sitting over here on the ramp. I'm not sure if they're actually going to go anywhere, but...
Someone might be spying on us.
.420 Sierra Bravo. I don't know if that's any one of ours.
Does not ring a bell, to be honest with you. I do think someone's spying on us.
.420 Sierra
Here,
Bravo.
approach, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa.
Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa, go ahead.
Here, approach, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa. We've following. We're going to be doing the Hudson Skyline route.
129 Alpha Papa Squawk 0347.
0347 for 129 Alpha Papa.
Hudson River is in sight.
033 Foxtrot, contact New York approach 120.8.
120.8, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good evening.
Number 3 Sierra Echo, contact LaGuardia Tower 18.7.
18.7, number 443 Sierra Echo.
New York approach, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 1700.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, New York approach to Westchester, altimeter 2992.
992, November 8033 Foxtrot.
514 Delta Victor, clear to enter Bravo airspace, follow Hudson River southbound at 2000.
Enter the Bravo and Hudson southbound 2000, 5 Delta Victor.
I got the multi-twitch going right now. I got 4 streams going. Watching Michael, Jeffrey, Tommy, and Rob.
Alright, got some special airspace over here. Gotta watch out for some possible parachute activity going on.
New York approach, good evening, November 751, Lima Uniform, VFR 2500. 751 Lima Uniform, New York approach, Westchester, altimeter 2992. 2992, 1 Lima Uniform.
Well, so far 12.06 have been working absolutely great. Haven't had any issues or snags or hiccups yet. Active Sky, latest version, has been working out. Haven't had any hiccups or snags or issues yet. Right, situational awareness, airspeed right now is indicating about 105 miles per hour. It's right around 90 knots. Yep, 90 knots along the ground. Almost over the Hudson. Oil temperature, oil pressure looks good. We've got good fuel flow. Iron Condor simulations, hello. The Virtual USA Flying Club is always open for new members. Absolutely.
Nick DePatrick, good evening. American 1184 with you, 2,400
If you would like to join,
American 1184 near departure, radar contact, climb maintain 15,000.
15,000, American 1184.
or if you know somebody that would like to join, I'll send you the invite link right now to the Discord.
220 Juliet Golf, traffic you're following 12 o'clock, 4 miles southbound on the Hudson River at 2,600 Skyhawk.
Look at the traffic, I'll get you to Juliet Golf.
There's the official invite link for the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord.
8033 Foxtrot, traffic you're following 12 o'clock, 5 miles southbound on the Hudson River, 3,500 Cherokee.
We'll be looking for the traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot.
Vehicle approach on JTB Juliet Golf, we got the traffic in sight.
220 Juliet Golf, roger.
I'm at 1700, that traffic was at 3,500.
751 Lima, uniform clear into Bravo airspace, follow the Hudson River southbound at 2,000.
Clear into Bravo airspace,
751 Lima, uniform, confirm, follow the Hudson River southbound 2,000.
Yep, follow Hudson River southbound at 2,000, 751 Lima, uniform.
Number 220 Juliet Golf, maintain visual separation from the Skyhawk you're following. Clear to enter Bravo airspace, follow the Hudson River southbound at 2,000.
Alright, let's get up to 2,000 feet.
Follow the traffic, clear to Bravo, and flying set on 2,000, 220 Juliet Golf.
1184, turn left heading 270.
Sounds like we're going to want to be at 2,000 feet.
Your approach, Skywest 4122 on the ground at White Plains, requesting IFR clearance to Detroit with information hotel, or information Gulf.
Skywest 4122 near departure, cleared to the Detroit Airport, Westchester 7 departure, radar vectors Gale, then is found, maintain 3000, expect flight level 320, 10 minutes after departure, this frequency squawk 7170.
Bayport, a noted heavy hotspot.
Clear Detroit via the Westchester 7 departure, then is final, maintain 3000, squawk 7170, Skywest 4122.
Skywest 4122, read back correct, call for push.
Call for push, Skywest 4122.
For 514 Delta Victor, contact LaGuardia Tower, William 8.7.
AT-75 for Delta Victor.
Can 1184, clear direct to Big E, climb and maintain 17,000.
Big E 17,000, American 1184.
If we're not giving it beforehand, we do need to make sure that we request a transition through the Bravo.
New York approach, good evening, 81 Hotel Uniform 2000 VFR.
81 Hotel Uniform, your approach, the Westchester altimeter 29902.
Copy 9902, 81 Hotel Uniform.
And 1184, leaving my airspace, near center's closed, radar service terminated, frequency change approved.
Advisor approved, American 1184, see ya.
Yep, so anybody that's looking for a good GNO Aviation Flying Club, we host 4 to 5 events per month, sometimes more. Please check out the Virtual USA Flying Club and the link I just posted in the chat. We're always looking for new members. Our events vary from fly-ins to point A to point B type events.
Well, that was quite fun.
Conga line style events like we're doing today.
One Hotel Uniform traffic, you're following 12, I think at 1 o'clock, 5 miles south, westbound on the Hudson River 2000, a Skyhawk.
81 Hotel Uniform is looking.
It's so nice to have the water rendered correctly on all the displays now. Bravo is that? LaGuardia. Getting kind of bumped around.
New York approach. Piper, November 771 Charlie Tango. Aircraft calling, what was the call sign? Last aircraft calling, New York approach, say again. New York approach, Piper, November 771 Charlie Tango. 771 Charlie Tango, New York approach to Westchester, altimeter 2992. I request for the Skyline route south. 771 Charlie Tango, roger, I have your request. Approach, it's 4345 Golf, 2100. 4345 Golf, New York approach, the Westchester, altimeter 2992. Race Car 33 Foxtrot traffic, you're following now 12 o'clock, 5 miles southbound on the Hudson River 2000, a Cherokee.
We'll be looking for traffic, November 033 Foxtrot.
Race Car 33 Foxtrot, clear into Bravo airspace, follow Hudson River southbound at 2000.
Cleared through the Bravo, Apollo Hudson 2000, November 033 Fox. Alright, so we got our clearance, we don't need to request it.
New York approach, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa. Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa, New York approach to Westchester, altimeter 2992. 2992 for Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa.
Still don't have visual on that traffic in front of us at 2000, but he's 5 miles out.
New York approach, Skyhawk 7 Lima Tango, level 3000. 317 Lima Tango, New York approach to Westchester, altimeter 2992. 2992, 7 Lima Tango. 751 Lima uniform, contact LaGuardia Tower, 118.7. 118.7, 1 Lima uniform, good day. Bye. LaGuardia porch, approach, 1 LaGuardia, copy. Kinda low, but I hear you.
I do want to thank everyone again for coming in and hanging out on Sunday evening.
Last Bravo about in 4.6 miles.
With as we join the Virtual USA Flying Club's 4-year anniversary flight from Sky Acres to Bayport.
One hotel uniform traffic, you're following 12 o'clock, 6 miles southbound of the Hudson River at 2000, a Skyhawk.
44 November to 23
Hotel uniform looking for the traffic. 771 Charlie Tango traffic, you're following is 11 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
4 miles southbound of the Hudson River, a Husky.
I know, right?
130 taking up traffic, 11 miles south, inside.
And we can actually hear you.
So once we cross over the Tappan Zee Bridge, the Alpine Tower is going to be one of our first kind of a landmark. We're not going to have to call it out since we are with ATC.
I know, Papa traffic, you're following 12 o'clock, 4 miles southbound of the Hudson River, 1700 Cherokee.
But if we were actually...
Keep an eye out for that traffic, thanks. One hotel uniform, Alpha Papa, airspace, follow Hudson River southbound 2000.
If we were on Unicom, we need to call it
Follow
out.
Hudson southbound 2000, 1 hotel uniform.
Tappan Zee Bridge is in sight.
New York Southwest 4122, ready for push and start at White Plains with information echo.
Southwest 4122, push onto Alpha is approved, face south.
Push on Alpha approved, facing south, Skywest 4122. New York approach, Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee at 2000.
Charlie Sierra Alpha Tango Yankee, New York approach, Westchester altimeter 2992.
2992, Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee.
Alright, Tappan Zee Bridge coming up in about 2.5 miles. We'll be flying directly over it.
Juliet Golf, contact LaGuardia Tower 118.7.
Perpendicular.
Contacting 118.7, DJ Juliet Golf.
New York approach 4345 Golf. We're over by West Point now, looking to transition southbound on the skyline.
4345 Golf, roger. The Westchester altimeter 2992.
2992, 4345 Golf. New York approach, Beaver 192 Zulu, altitude 2000.
192 Zulu, New York approach, the Westchester altimeter 2992.
2992, 192 Zulu.
771 Charlie Tango, clear to Bravo airspace, follow Hudson River southbound 2000.
The Tappan Zee Bridge.
Number 771 Charlie Tango, cleared to enter Bravo airspace, follow the Hudson River southbound at 2000.
In about 9 miles,
71 Charlie Tango, altitude 2000, follow Hudson south, roger.
we'll be coming up on the Alpine Monument, which will be on our right. Alpine Tower, I should say.
Charlie Sierra Alpha Tango Yankee, traffic 12 o'clock, 2 miles southeastbound on the Hudson River, 1700 Beaver.
Looking Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee.
Last Bravo in 5.1 miles.
FPS is starting to drop just a little bit. Kind of expected that as we approach New York. It is a densely populated area, lots of buildings, lots of objects to draw.
7 Lima Tango traffic, you're following 12 o'clock, 3 miles south on the Hudson River 2000, a Cherokee.
Traffic is 7 Lima Tango.
Alpine Tower in a little over 5 miles or so. New York is in sight.
New York approach, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa. 9 Alpha Papa, go ahead. Okay, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa, just north of the Tappan Zee, we'd like to request clearance into Bravo to follow the Hudson Skyline route south. Alpha Papa, traffic you're following is 12 o'clock, 5 miles southbound on the Hudson River at 2000 at Cherokee. We'll follow that Cherokee, keep it in sight. 129 Alpha Papa. Alpha Papa, maintain visual separation with the Cherokee. Clear to enter Bravo airspace, follow the Hudson River southbound at 2000. Cleared into the Bravo via the Hudson Skyline route southbound, maintain 2000 for 129 Alpha Papa. Number 33 Foxtrot, contact LaGuardia Tower 118.7.
LaGuardia Tower 118.7, November 33 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good evening.
Thanks for flying. Number 817 Lima Tango, traffic you're following 12 o'clock, 3 miles south on the Hudson River, a Cherokee.
Alright, sounds clear. LaGuardia Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 2,000 feet.
Right, 8033 Foxtrot, LaGuardia Tower, LaGuardia altimeter 2990.
990, November 8033 Foxtrot. Jared.dev, this event is the 4th year anniversary for the Virtual USA Flying Club, a VATSIM based GA focused virtual flying club. We run about 5 or 6 events a month, and this is our 4th year anniversary event. Getting kind of blown all over the place. A little bit windy.
Caution, TFR ahead.
LaGuardia Tower, good evening, 81 Hotel Uniform 2000 VFR. 81 Hotel Uniform, LaGuardia Tower, LaGuardia altimeter 2990, proceed to course. 2990, stay on course, a Husky 81 Hotel Uniform.
Oops, I forgot to point out the Alpine Tower back there, but it was back there.
Is everybody on 122.7, the CTAF for Bayport?
But coming up, it's the George Washington Bridge.
I see planes approaching the shoreline, and I haven't heard any calls. I'm out here on the South Shore.
Last Delta in 3.5 miles.
And just another reminder, make sure once you land at Bayport to put your information in the 4-year anniversary channel so we can get you for attendance and also for the drawings tonight.
Jeffrey B coming in with
I think the last aircraft is just finally about to take off out of
Welcome on in, Raiders. Jeffrey, I hope your stream went well. My name's Michael. I'm going to be your pilot this evening as we make our way down the Hudson Skyline towards Bayport.
220 Juliet Golf.
Chaos Monkey.
I do believe that all the club members that are participating are now off the ground
and Jeffrey,
finally.
thank you so much for
2 hours after the event started.
Your subscription and your continued support of the channel. 6 months in a row. I can't thank you enough. That's amazing. Thank you so much.
To Julia Golf, contact me on tower 118.3.
Just working on in, Raiders.
118.3, see ya, to Julia Golf.
We are at 2,000 feet heading southbound. We just crossed over, no, not just yet, but we're crossing over the George Washington Bridge. And then we're gonna come upon the Intrepid Monument. Intrepid aircraft carrier. Which all of these landmarks are courtesy of Jeffrey B. right here on Twitch, who just came in with that raid. Please go give his channel a follow if you're not already doing so already. I know that we run a lot with the same circles. New York City skyline done by Dreweski Design, DD Design. They are amazing landmarks. Yes, indeed.
LaGuardia Tower, Piper Northern 771 Charlie Tango.
So we just crossed over George Washington Bridge.
What else? He made it 2990. LaGuardia 2990, that's 2000.
We have an explicit clearance into the Bravo already. We don't need to be calling off the landmarks like we would if we were on Unicom. But I do.
033 Foxtrot, contact me on Tower 118.3.
New York Tower 118.3, November 033 for the Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. See ya. New York Tower, November 033 Foxtrot, level 2,000 feet.
We're 8033 Foxtrot, Newark Tower, Newark altimeter 29901.
9901, November 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, 2,000 feet, heading 240-ish. Airspeed is indicating 95 miles per hour, about 85 knots or so. Ground speed is 91 knots. Oil pressure, oil temperature look good. We've got good fuel. Manifold pressure looks good. I'm going to go ahead and switch us over to the left fuel tank for now. Yep, I have DD Dreweski Design. I never get it right, but yes, I do have that package along with the Hudson SFRA landmarks package from Jeffrey B. But yep, it looks really good. 12.06, explain 12.06.
Newark altimeter 2994.
Beta 4 has been working out just fine now. I love that the water rendering bug has been taken care of. Yeah, it'd be nice to fly the Hudson SFRA, but figure to rent the plane from here to fly out there.
I think right now, if my counting is correct,
it's probably 3 hours to get out there.
Running the numbers, we're looking at a count of around 52.
Woo! 220 Juliet Golf, you can start your VFR
I
descent
counted
down to
46 based
1,000.
on who's landed and who's in bad spy.
Starting VFR descent to 1,000.
I'm also including the 5 air traffic controllers.
Okay, that's where it is.
And plus Nathan and Emily always count as 2 even though they're
Yeah,
1.
102.
So there's your 52.
Oh, that's the plane out there, huh? Then there comes the problem of...
Newark Tower, good evening, Husky 81 Hotel Uniform VFR
That
2000.
would be a new club record.
81 Hotel Uniform Newark Tower, good evening, Newark altimeter 29991.
What was the previous one?
Then there comes the problem of
Hotel Uniform.
finding the plane to rent, and then getting checked out in whatever plane that is.
Juliet Golf, contact Kennedy Tower now, 119.1, safe flight.
109.15. 220.
It would be a very fun flight, though.
Hey, we got a problem fixed. We're gonna head back to Whiskey 22, right? Different number. Mission 34 November, roger, no problem. Runway 22 right at Whiskey, taxi by Bravo, Romeo Whiskey. Romeo Whiskey 23 right, different number.
The Colgate clock is coming up here on our right-hand side. Don't know if we're going to be able to see that from all the way up here. I might be able to put a bit of a slip in. So there's the Colgate clock right down there. Then there's the VZ bridge.
Newark Tower 71 Charlie Tango, 2000.
It's just a simple...
Number 771 Charlie Tango, Newark Tower, Newark altimeter 2993.
Simply cross-controlling
Roger
the
that,
aircraft.
2993.
Statue of Liberty was back there somewhere, I think.
Aircraft Newark, Aegis information, Romeo now current, winds 300 at 8, altimeter 2993.
Wind check, hello my friend. Nope. No one died during the flare, that is correct. Hope you're doing well. Did you fly the event today? I don't know if you did or not. Awesome, outstanding.
To altimeter 72 from November, holding shoreline 22 right.
Station 34 November, Newark winds 300 at 8, runway 22 right at Whiskey, clear for takeoff.
Takeoff, Station 72 from November.
8033 Foxtrot, you can start your VFR descent to 1000.
Descending 1000, 8033 Foxtrot. It was epic, outstanding. Alright, fuel's gonna go to both for our descent. Mixture's rich, carpeet's on, power's out. It was epic. Outstanding. There's the VZ bridge.
8033 Foxtrot, in contact Kennedy now 119.1, have a safe flight.
119.1 for Kennedy, November 8033 Foxtrot. Thank you for your service. Good night. Carpeet's off. Power's gonna go back in so we can hold this altitude. 119.1.
1 hotel uniform, you can start your VFR descent now to 1000.
2994.
Kennedy Tower, November 8033 Foxtrot, level 1000 feet.
Number 8033 Foxtrot, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29903. Follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500.
9903, shoreline eastbound, at or below 500, November 8033 Foxtrot. Alright, let's just get down to 500. Carpeet back on, power's gonna come back out.
Good evening, Husky 81 Hotel uniform descending to 1000, request the shoreline route to Bayport. Husky 81 Hotel uniform, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29903. Be advised you have traffic currently at 12 o'clock eastbound at 500, and you have that 30-knot overtake on that aircraft. Do you have the traffic in sight? Affirm, we have the traffic in sight, hotel uniform. 31 Hotel uniform, follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500, maintain visual separation from the traffic. Alright, shoreline at or below 500 and visual separation from the traffic, 81 Hotel uniform. 751 Lima uniform, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Okay, that's the squawk frequency change approved, 1 Lima uniform today.
Number 19038, contact Newark Tower 118.3.
Newark Tower 118.3038.
Alright, how we looking? 90 miles per hour, 500 feet or so.
Kennedy Tower, 5 November 771, Charlie Tango.
November 771, Charlie Tango, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29903. Are you looking for the eastbound transition?
Everybody eastbound transition up to Bayport at 1300, change to 1000.
November 771, Charlie Tango, follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500.
Shoreline, follow the shoreline, VFR below, at or below 500, thank you. 71 Charlie Tango.
Alright. Let's follow the shoreline along here. Where are we at? 450 or so. How low can we go? Wind tech so far 12.06 beta 4 has been working out phenomenally. I'm really enjoying the water. Having the water rendered correctly across all displays now is absolutely phenomenal. We don't want to push ourselves too low down here, but we do want to scud run the water just a little bit. Alright, we're about 100 feet over the water.
Number 220 Juliet Golf, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved. Have a good night.
John F. Kennedy International.
Prior to 12.06, back in 12.05, the water was only rendered correctly on 1/4 of the screen.
Camera Glow, Walker 1108 is just exiting the Hudson, open the VZ down to 1000, and we're going to be joining the Skyline South, or the South Shore.
On the side display.
1108, Kennedy Tower.
But now it's
Kennedy
looking
altimeter
proper.
29903. Follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500.
And it was
Shoreline eastbound, VFR at or below 500, and 903 the altimeter, Walker 1108.
There was a rendering bug because I have displays of different resolutions. If you had the same resolution, multiple monitors, it wasn't an issue. It was only an issue, only presented itself with different resolutions. Whoa, don't know what that was. Okay, that was weird.
7554 heavy, Kennedy Tower, you on frequency?
Let's get some altitude back up here just in case something happens.
Kennedy Tower 4345 Golf, descending to 1000.
Number 4345 Golf, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29903. Follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500.
Eastbound at or below 500 on the shoreline, 4345 Golf.
Oh yeah, I have no idea.
4345 Golf, be advised you do have traffic currently at your 12 to 1 o'clock, 3 miles eastbound. At 300, do you have that traffic in sight?
Yep, inside 4345 Golf.
Then you maintain separation from the traffic.
At 300, yep, that's me. FPS is still looking good. Alright, let's go ahead and climb back up.
Kennedy Tower, good afternoon. Speedbird 1, RS 31 right.
There we go, 400.
Sure, Concord 1 Heavy, Kennedy Tower. Wind 300 at 9er, runway 31 right, clear to land.
Alright, clear to land, Speedbird Concord 1. Kennedy Tower, Skyhawk 817 Lima Tango, just over the Verrazano at 1,800, descending 1,000.
Skyhawk 817 Lima Tango, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29993. Follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500.
29993, follow the shoreline eastbound below 500, 7 Lima Tango.
So again, I do want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening. If you are new here, please feel free to go ahead and follow the channel so you can get notified of our next unscheduled flight.
JFK Tower, Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee, 1700 descending for 1000, requesting the South Shoreline VFR transition eastbound toward Bayport. Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29993. Be advised you have traffic at your 12 o'clock, less than 1 mile, same altitude, same direction, and you have about a 20 knot overtake on that aircraft. Do you have the traffic in sight? Traffic in sight, Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee. Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee, follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500, maintain visual separation from the traffic. Shoreline eastbound at or below 500, maintain visual separation, Charlie Alpha Tango Yankee.
7554, holding point Zulu for runway 31 left.
7554 Heavy, Kennedy Tower, wind 300 at 9er, runway 31 left, clear for takeoff.
And as always,
Takeoff runway 31 left, 7554.
if you've come back to see me, I greatly
Kennedy
appreciate
Tower,
it
hello,
as well.
Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa.
Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29993. Be advised you have traffic currently at your 12 to 1 o'clock, less than 1 mile, same direction, same altitude. Do you have that traffic in sight?
We have that traffic in sight, and we'd like to descend to take the JFK shoreline route east, please.
129 Alpha Papa, follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500, maintain visual separation from the traffic.
The big
Maintain VFR at or below 5,000, and see you void for 129 Alpha Papa.
129 Alpha Papa, VFR at or below 500.
At or below 500 for 129 Alpha Papa.
Thank you for the follow, I greatly appreciate it. My name's Michael, I'm your pilot this evening. As with
Kennedy Tower,
most
Beaver
of the
192
time.
Zulu over the VZ, descending to 1,500 VFR for the 500-foot transition. Number 192 Zulu, Kennedy Tower, Kennedy altimeter 29993. Follow the shoreline eastbound, maintain VFR at or below 500. Follow the shoreline eastbound, VFR at or below 500. Altimeter 29993. 192 Zulu.
Landed at Bayport 25 minutes ago, outstanding.
Concord 1 Heavy, welcome to Kennedy. When able, exit left, contact ground 121.9er.
Ground 19 to the left, Speedbird Concord 1, thank you very much.
Oops. I'm busted by maybe 50 feet. Come on, get back down there. Alright, we're almost out of that 500-foot ring. Probably about 25 miles from Bayport or so, roughly.
7554 Heavy, no further ATC is available. Money Yukon 122.8, have a good night.
122.8, have a good night to you too, China 7554.
Alright, let's get 122.8 on standby. Unicom. We're going to monitor that, but we're going to transmit on Bayport Unicom 122.7. The Retro USA Flying Club has been approved to use real world CTAP frequencies on events.
3033 Foxtrot, leaving my airspace, radar service terminated, squawk VFR, frequency change approved.
Over to Unicom, thank you for your service, have a great evening, November 033 Foxtrot.
Thank you, you as well.
One 122.7, monitor 122.8.
Bayport traffic, Skyhawk over the shoreline, 36 Bayport.
What? Over the shoreline, is that what he said? Yeah, that's what he said. Remember, that's the only call we're gonna have to make. Bayport traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot over the shoreline, 36 Bayport. Or wait, 18. Are we? Yeah, we're 18 today. We're landing north, 18. Great. No, 36. Yeah, we're landing north, 36, not 18. Main situational awareness, cruise checklist, power mixture instruments. Everything's looking good there. 600 feet, mixture's rich.
Bayport traffic, Skyhawk, turning base 36 Bayport.
Sugar Dunkerton, hello my friend, hope you're doing well. We are flying along the New York shoreline to touch down into Bayport.
New York traffic, Giant 7554, climbing to flight level 4009.
So welcome on in, hope you're doing well. Alright, we're probably about 23 miles outside of Bayport, 23 November. Remember, it's a modified approach procedure. It's not a typical traffic pattern. We're going to fly over the white church, cross over the west end of the school, make the right over the railroad tracks to pick up the left base for runway 36.
Bayport traffic, Skyhawk clear, runway 36 Bayport.
Cap Tree Bridge, looks like it's a visual reporting point. We'll see if it's modeled here and explained. Forgot to reset my transponder to VFR. Mr. Cessna 1, hello my friend, hope you're doing well. We're flying east along the shoreline, south of New York, to go and touch down into Bayport. You flew in earlier, outstanding. Smitty Papa John, hello, hope you're doing well as well.
Bayport traffic, 13220 Juliet Golf. We are
5 miles southwest of the airport. Bayport.
Cool. Whiskey Alpha Tango 1108. I have him off of my right wing. Is that gonna be a factor? I have no idea how far he's even at. Chaos Monkeys, I do have sort of a tour on my YouTube channel. It's kind of an older video, so it's down there quite a ways. But there is one available. Classified NB, hello, hope you're doing well. Alright, so we're going to check and see if this Captree Bridge is modeled here in X-Plane as a reporting point. I don't necessarily need it, I'm just curious to see if it's actually modeled in here. Because it is a VFR reporting point. Captree Bridge. For Long Arthur. And here's our keyhole cutout. Need to be at or below 700 feet.
Bayport traffic, RJ220 Charlie Golf on the left down for runway 36. Bayport.
How do you have a left? How is there a left downwind? Yeah, there's no pattern work. There's really no left downwind at runway 36 at Bayport.
Bayport traffic, RJ220 Charlie Golf on the final 36. We'll stop. Bayport.
Alright, so we're about 5 miles away from what I'm hoping is going to be a bridge, Captree Bridge. And we're just below 700 feet, so we're good there. We're below that Charlie shelf. Well, I'm not sure if that bridge is going to be in here. JPC, hello, welcome. Hope you're doing well. You definitely had a good turnout for the event today, that's for sure.
Bayport traffic, RJ220 Charlie Golf on the go around. Bayport.
Go on the go around, that's a long go around. You'll have to bring it all the way back out to the shoreline and try again. Okay, so there is a bridge model in here. Okay, so it is there. Captree Bridge. That's a VFR reporting point for islip.
Bayport traffic, RG230 Joey Golf, turning left crossing for runway 36, Bayport.
Cover it goes, yep.
Bayport traffic, RG230 Joey Golf, turning left down for runway 36.
Long
Bayport.
Island, MacArthur. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it, but technically there's no patterns at Bayport. If you need to do a go around, you're coming all the way back out to the bay and going back in and trying it again. So our landmark, our first landmark for our approach into runway 36 is going to be a white church on the shoreline. Now I'm pretty sure it's modeled in here. If I know the developer of the scenery for Bayport, I'm pretty sure he would include it in here.
Bayport traffic, Viper 71 Charlie Tango, 10 miles to the east.
Bayport traffic, RG230 Joey Golf, turning left base for runway 36, Bayport.
I'm sorry, Bayport, that Viper 7 miles west, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot is 10 miles west, going to be landing runway 36, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, RG230 Joey Golf, turning left for runway 36, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Husky 81 Hotel Uniform, also 10 to the west, landing 36. There's quite a bunch of us, I'll have to sort this one out. Yeah, this should be good. It'll be fun.
It'll be a cluster is what it's going to be.
3 abreast on the fish finder, I only have one of you on visual. I'm in the middle here, I see both of you guys, one on the right, one on the left. Looks like I'm higher. 71 Charlie Tango, I'm at 1200. Okay, then I'm seeing the one at 700 that's closest in. Yeah, you're outside of High Island, looks like. Affirmative, I'm swinging it wide. No, I'm probably going to come in and follow behind you, actually, and swing out. Alright, 81 Hotel Uniform, I will give, is it 8033 Foxtrot, I will give you plenty of room to go in, and I'll come in right behind you. Charlie Tango, I'm going to climb to 1500. I'm going to swing over the shoreline.
Bayport traffic, RG230 Joey Golf, clear to active, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Piper 4345 Golf, 9 miles southwest inbound, full stop. We do have the flight of 3 in sight.
Flight of 3. I think it's the 3 individual aircraft that happen to be going to the same place. E1 Hotel Uniform off of my right wing. We're under 700, so we are out of that Charlie. Three planes in front of Smitty.
Brookhaven traffic, Walker 1108 Twin Cessna is on the left base for runway 33 full stop, Brookhaven.
Sorry to flee. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, he did say flight of 3.
Foot traffic, Skyhawk 817 Lima Tango, 10 miles south, field inbound full stop from 36 Bayport, flying along the outer shoreline, Bayport.
Everyone that's in the air right now, just be careful. There's a pretty large cluster of you guys that are all coming in at once right now, so make sure you guys are talking to each other and only coming in one at a time.
Copy that.
I'll be watching.
Alright, there's a river to go up. There's the church.
Bayport traffic, 81 Hotel uniform is going to degrade right hand 270 to give 33 Foxtrot plenty of time to get in, and we'll follow him in. Bayport traffic, Beaver 1902 Zulu is 10 miles west over the Robert Moses Causeway Bridge, inbound for landing runway 35, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, November 8033 Foxtrot over the shoreline, runway 36, Bayport. Alright. White Church, there should be a school. Okay, I see a school.
Bayport traffic, 4345 Golf, 700 over Cherry Grove, Fire Island. We got the hotel uniform in sight.
Alright, let's get our power back, get our carpet on. Let's get our landing light on. Okay, mixtures, rich, fuels on both. Let's find these railroad tracks that we need to follow.
Alright, 81 Hotel uniform, we have you in sight. We are rolling around. We'll be following an 8033 Foxtrot.
Got you, right behind you, 4345 Golf.
Okay, the traffic, Walker 1108 Twin Cessna, short final, runway 33, full stop.
Alright, there's our school.
Bayport traffic, 71 Charlie Tango, I'm at 1700 out Fire Island. I'm going to circle track and keep an eye on traffic here, just stand above everything.
Some railroad track.
People still flying?
Yep.
Holy
yeah,
cow.
people are still flying.
Good lord.
Also making that way in
Bit of a big
270.
cluster coming in right now.
Alright.
It was like a pretty long wait when I spawned in, like at 8 o'clock.
That's awesome. Yeah, I hopped off, I had to go take care of some stuff, and saw everyone's still in here. This is awesome. Good turnout.
Should be, it's a club record.
Say again?
Should be a good turnout, it's a club record.
Yeah, it's gonna be the record.
Hold that nose up, hold it up, hold it up, hold it up.
I mean, I've seen
Brookhaven traffic, Walker 1108 clear, runway 33.
flights that didn't
Brookhaven.
have this many pilots.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Bayport traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, it's clear 36 Bayport. Keep that power in. Keep that nose up.
Bayport traffic, November 817 Lima Tango over the outer shoreline. Follow traffic for Alpha 36, Bayport.
Let's park it right here.
Hey, when do we get switched over to CTAF?
You'll get a frequency change from Kennedy Tower. He'll let you know.
Okay, copy.
All right.
Yeah, it's going to be about 7 miles. It'll be 7 miles DME, sort of.
Landing after landing. Alright, flaps are up. Carpet's off.
Bayport traffic,
Strobes
Husky with
off.
Hotel Uniform Shoreline for 36, Bayport.
Landing light off.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 761 Romeo Mike, about 19 miles out along the shoreline.
Let's keep our beacon on. Not sure how many more we're
Bayport traffic,
expecting.
Beaver 192 Zulu is 4 miles to the south over at Great South Bay, approaching Fire Island for entry for landing runway 36, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Piper 71 Charlie Tango, I'm about 7 miles out over Fire Island, looking for that traffic to follow in Bayport.
Have I ever used
Bayport
Q
traffic, Piper 425 Golf, inner shoreline behind Husky inside for 36 final, Bayport.
I do not. Wow, a lot of planes here. I do not. I use Checkmate checklist from Checkmate Aviation. New version of Bayport scenery, 23 November, compliments of downwind sim.
Bayport, Kodiak 5 Bravo Tango is 17 miles southwest, 500 feet, inbound to Bayport.
Downwind sim.
By the way, for those of you that are flying on X-Plane 12, Downwind Sim, our good buddy Ralph left a Easter egg. If you're on X-Plane 12, if you tune frequency 122.45,
landing runway
hear a message.
36 over Fire Island, Bayport.
122.45. Let's check that out.
Oh, well, now I gotta load back in and listen to it.
This is Annie West saying congratulations to Mike Sinante and the Virtual USA Flying Club, celebrating 4 years of promoting general aviation and VFR flying on VATSIM. And thanks for visiting the historic Bayport Aerodrome.
That's great. All right.
Bayport traffic, Husky 81 Hotel Uniform, clear to 36.
Wow. That's a lot of planes left.
Hey Mike, were you wanting to do a group photo after everyone landed?
Negative. If you need to go, you need to go. Just, there's plenty of screenshots that I can use.
Alright.
Just make sure you get your information in the 4-year anniversary channel.
Beaver 192 Zulu over the shoreline, 600 feet, landing runway 36, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Piper clear to 36, Bayport.
So yeah, Ralph, Downwind Sim did an excellent job with the scenery.
Bayport traffic, Piper 71 Charlie Tango, coming over Fire Island inbound for Bayport 36.
New airport sign. Let me get over here.
Bayport traffic, November 817 Lima Tango, clear to 36, Bayport.
Home of the Virtual USA Flying Club.
Bayport traffic, Beaver 192 Zulu, left base 36, Bayport.
He did pretty good on this one. He did real good on all of them.
Bayport traffic, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa, following Charlie Tango in over Fire Island. Inbound 36.
Alright, I'm gonna set the parking brake and I'll let it hang out here for a minute. I'll be right back.
Traffic, Beaver is final, runway 36. Bayport.
I'm an addict. Welcome aboard Felicity. Thank you for the follow. My name is Michael. We just landed here at Bayport, but it's a pilot this evening, and I will be right back. I'm gonna lean us out. Parking brake is set. You have the plane for a minute. Okay, and I'll be right back.
Bayport traffic, Skyhawk Charlie Chef Tango Yankee, shoreline inbound runway 36, Bayport. Bayport, Kodiak 5 Papa Tango, 11 miles southwest, 500 feet, inbound, Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Beaver is clear to the runway. Bayport.
Bayport traffic, Comanche 6 Yankee 62 Tango, coming up to Captree Bridge, Bayport. Bayport traffic, 571 Charlie Tango over shoreline, 36 Bayport.
Alright. Now that we had some more coming in here. We may have to go ahead and sign off and go debrief.
Bayport traffic, Chef Tango Yankee, clear the runway, Bayport. I'm going to do a full circle. My ADS says I have traffic, but I can't see it. Bayport traffic, 571 Charlie Tango, I'm on left base for 36 Bayport. Left base on final 36 Bayport.
There they are, right there. Let's watch them come into land.
Bayport, Kodak 5 Papa Tango is 4 south of Fire Island, 500 feet inbound Bayport.
Looks like a decent landing.
Bayport traffic, Cessna 304 off of Mike. It's about 8 miles southwest, just past Fire Island. Look like we're third in line. 436, Bayport traffic.
Alright.
Bayport traffic, 571 Charlie Tango clear, runway 36, Bayport.
It's about all the amount of time that I have, so let's go ahead and
Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa shoreline, 36, Bayport.
and shut things down. Actually, we'll go watch my buddy M. Stein come in.
Bayport traffic, 761 Romeo Mike, about 8 miles southwest of the field. Bayport, good X5, but Tango is over Fire Island inbound. 500 feet, Bayport. Bayport traffic, Comanche 6 Yankee 62 Tango coming up to Fire Island at 500 feet, Bayport.
Well.
Bayport traffic, Skycatcher 129 Alpha Papa clear of runway 36, Bayport.
Alright, let's shut things down now. Where we at landing? After landing, we've did all that. Transponder, we've done all that. ELT, verify
Bayport
silent.
traffic, Comanche 6 Yankee 62 Tango. Going to do another circle to clear myself of traffic, Bayport.
Avionics going off. Make sure it's gonna go lean. Max to off, master to off, get our lights off. Okay. Alright, Mike, great event. Happy 4-year anniversary with your Virtual USA Flying Club, and it's an honor to be a member of the group.
And thank you for all the help you do as an admin here, Michael. I really appreciate it. Thanks for coming out today.
Alright, so sign off of here. Let's disconnect from VATSIM.
That was a really nice landing, by the way, Michael. I think you're ready for World Bayport.
Thanks, I appreciate that, and one day I do hope to get out and fly that area sometime.
Let me know, I'll go halvesies.
Alright.
Mike, another great event, man. I'm here. Thank you.
Thanks for coming out, man. I appreciate it.
Let's disconnect out of here. Okay. Let's head back to the hangar and debrief for a couple minutes. I'll see you there. Well, everyone, I would like to thank you all for coming in and hanging out and flying this evening with us as we made our way from Sky Acres 4-4 November down to the Bayport Aerodrome 2-3 November. Utilizing VATSIM and ETC. I am very impressed with how well X-Plane performed today. This was our first flight with 12.06 Beta 4. Well, with any of the betas on 12.06. It was our first flight with 12.06 regardless. And used the most recent version of Active Sky XP. It seemed to work out pretty decently. FPS, frames per second, seemed to hold out pretty good throughout the New York area. So that's always a plus. It's a highly densely populated area. Generally will kill FPS, but I think it did alright today. 2,000 feet southbound along the Hudson River, utilizing ATC flight following to fly into the home of the Virtual USA Flying Club, Bayport 2-3 November. Always looking for new members to join the Virtual USA Flying Club. So let me go ahead and I'll put the link in here one more time. If you're at all interested in becoming a member of the Virtual USA Flying Club, there's the Discord invite link. The other thing that I need to do, let's see. Let's fill this out real quick. Alright. So I just put my information in the Virtual USA Flying Club Discord to count the participation. Pretty big event, probably one of the biggest ones that we've had as a club to date. So I was impressed with the turnout. Do want to thank Downwind Sim for his excellent hard work on the Bayport X-Plane 12 scenery. We departed out of Sky Acres 4-4 in November, which is a scenery pack that I did for the event. Nowhere near as intricate, but it was a far cry better airport than what it was for X-Plane 12. So, I think that's it for me this evening. I do want to thank you all for coming in and hanging out. My name is Michael. I was your pilot this evening. If you are new here, please feel free to go ahead and follow the channel so you can get notified of our next unscheduled flight. And as always, if you have come back to see me, I greatly appreciate you, each and every one of you. Flying is fun, always more fun when it's more than one, and you all make that happen, so thank you so very much. I do want to give out some quick thank yous again this evening. Atmos Kim came in with a new follow earlier this evening. Jeffrey B with his excellent rate of 10. Chaos Monkeys with a new follow. Jeffrey B again with his resubscription. The Big Beef Cake came in with a new follow. And Armin Addict with all with a new follow. So thank you for those new follows to the channel as well. I'm not sure what we're going to be getting into tomorrow night. Maybe Wings IFR 18 if there's Boston coverage. I don't know yet, but we'll figure out. You know what? We might go do some float plane action up in Alaska. I'm really anxious to break out the float planes and go do some water flying now that the water's rendered correctly. So maybe we'll get into that. But yeah, until then, I hope you all take care and stay safe and take care of each other. let's see who we can go and raid. Who we can continue out the rest of your evening with. Let's see. He's probably just finishing. Well, I'll send you over to and I don't know how much longer he's gonna be flying because he's at the same event. But I'll send you over to STW222. Can you post this stream now? Just joined. Well, my stream will be on my VODs as soon as we're done with it. I'd hate to send you off to a raid and then they're gonna close up shop here, but let's send you over to Slant Alpha Adventures. And we can finish up with him for the evening. And he may be getting ready to close up. And if that is the case, I do apologize. But let's go raid Slant Alpha Adventures. And yeah, and until the next time, you all take care and stay safe. And B Pain 787. Yep, the video will be live on the Twitch channel here shortly. Ready to go. So yeah, everyone have a great rest of your evening, and we will see you next time. Take care and stay safe.